Yes, a good nachos. Ugh.
It's also a good day to build miniatures.
Yep. I have something to show you guys when we get done with the stream. Oh shit! Yeah, I got garbage knife.
Is it a Canadian flag? Because today is the day.
Oh, I actually found myself a pterosaur tooth at my local paleontology shop.
Oh, that's sick.
It's pterosaur. Tooth is from a pterosaur that is found in Morocco. So, and that's where you get a lot of your fossils like mosasaur, spinosaur teeth, and all that. Easily accessible.
That's still pretty cool, dude.
Okay, I gotta. I'll put that with my Jurassic Park collection for now until I put it with my actual fossil collection. So let me send out the video. I need to update the thumbnail. That is something I have to do, and I keep failing to do so.
I mean, you don't technically have to do it.
Well, I mean...
Because, if anyone goes back to rewatch it, they will never know when the twist happens, when the characters switch.
I guess?
It's whatever you wish to do.
Well, also I need to update the thumbnail specifically because, one, it's just your PNG slapped onto the thumbnail, and it's like, it's not that interesting. Gesundheit. Gesundheit.
Dankeschön.
Alright. Shoo-da-ba-ga-doo. Shoo-ba-ba-doo, shoo-ba-ba-doo, shoo-ba-ba-doo. Alright. Last for a little English. I speak English good, friends.
English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
English! English! I don't know. God damn it.
English, I hardly know her.
Okay. We're off to such a grand and intoxicating start.
I'm not drunk, you are.
I'm a god. I'm a god. How could you kill a god? Okay.
Here's how. Gun.
Alright. We are at a stopping point for a second because you guys do need to get a long rest after your debacle. And shoot. Oh yeah. We might do a little bit of LARPing here, or just roleplay here. So, how would everyone's campsite be within the swamp location itself?
In a tree.
Ooh. Alrighty.
Let's say that too, is that Chu would find like a hollowed out tree or a sturdier branch.
Alright. Pepe, would you be cooking for everyone? And what is the meal for the day?
The meal for today would be a schnitzel with a side of red cabbage.
Damn, I really need to draw those. Just so everyone can salivate.
Yeah.
For the girls and boys to eat.
No, not the schnitzel, man.
Schnitzel.
I got the reference. It took me a minute. God damn it. Fun movie, but good lord.
That movie is utter rubbish, and I love every second of it.
Exactly. That's why it's such a fun movie. It's so bizarre.
Which movie?
Hoodwinked.
Ooh, Evan's uncultured.
Oh, yes.
All right. So, as you prepare your meal for everyone, does anyone have anything to say to each other or try and get to know each other a little bit better?
Well, that just happened. What happened?
Almost getting outright swarmed by some undead within a cavern, and apparently a bone hydra came out from the ground, but only one head out of many.
Bunch of cult stuff going on there as well. We got the funny little fire rock ring thingy. Or, yeah, the weird rock.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah.
I also got a really cool tooth out of it. And I'll be turning it into a necklace.
Of course you will.
I don't have any.
Everyone,
Pulls
the
out, like,
instant they find friggin' cool teeth, immediately turn it into necklaces.
I mean, yeah.
It's the most
Good
caveman
one.
shit you could do.
Yeah, it's cool.
Unga,
It's a
be
trophy.
bunga.
Unga ya unga!
As Pepe, as you are preparing this wonderful meal, you immediately start hearing a noise from your pockets, and you hear that rusty knife, and it goes, yeah.
Oh,
Forgot about Mr. Rusty Knife.
I thought I told you to stay fucking quiet.
It just screams, yeah, again and again.
If you want, I could use that for target practice. I need to get better on my aim with throwing some things. If you don't want it anymore.
No, I have a better way. I will wait until we have gone to the blacksmith. I will refine him and I'll use him as one of my knives. More
I
yay.
hate that knife.
What?
I hate that knife.
You could see on the side of the blade, it just has these two eyes that dart off into two different directions.
It seems to me like you were trying to hide it. I don't understand why you.
The fuck?
Why would
That's
I
quite the special knife.
It is a very special knife.
From my unlucky foot.
Is it like that knife from Onyx Equinox that just hungers for blood?
Oh, definitely not.
No, Knifey is someone completely much more. I'd say he could be a patron of his own,
Yeah, you
or
hear.
even a BBG.
You hear your patron just kind of whispers to you, "You're not planning on replacing me, right? Especially with that dull thing."
No, don't worry. You have my soul and all. Goddamn rat.
What do you mean What do you mean that it has your soul? What are you talking about? What are you talking to? You're currently facing a wall.
He's literally
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
to a tree that literally has a vague face of a person, but it's like the branches have been cut in such a way that it looks like a face, and he's talking to it.
That's a tree.
Hey, don't worry about it. Just keep your fucking mouth shut, Natsu.
A little harsh.
That is the most Swedish shit I've ever seen. Oh, everyone gets fed, and this is their last journey to the next town. Everyone is well rested, probably a good 9 hour sleep, and you make your way to a town. And from what you can tell, let me get the map going. So, boop. And for your guys' perspective, I need to share screen. Yes. Excuse me. You, you guys would be right here. So as you make your way down the road, it takes you about a good 45... No, actually, it takes you about... 45 minutes getting all the way down to town. From here, you can actually see the town walls and some of the towers from here. You guys make your way down. And as you make your way to the gate itself, it is blocked off by some guards at the entrance. They have some wooden barricades that connect to the stone walls, and they stop you, and, well, goes a little something like this. Hello, good people on the road. What might you be doing at Brer Shrine?
You want entry to your domain here if you be so kind?
Yeah, we
Well,
got some goods we have found that we would like to sell in your fine village.
oh, okay, some goods. Bard entry will be about 70 gold.
70 gold.
70 gold.
I'll fork over 7 of those.
In fact, let me pull out a die. And it's about 8 guys at the gate, but 2 of them are the ones talking to you currently.
He wants 8 gold?
No, there are 8 guards.
8 guards.
2 of them
And
are
they
talking.
want.
Yeah.
Is it 70 gold
70
for
gold.
all of us? Or just one?
Oh,
Is
for
it
all of
70
you.
each?
Oh, okay. In that case, I'll take the brunt of it considering I have 80 gold.
Wow.
Sorry, I have 600 gold.
Wow. You.
Remember, I kind of ordered it.
That is true. So, you put down all the gold. That would be about, what was it? 270. It would be 300. No, wait. I'm doing my math wrong here. Because it'd be 70, 14, 21. Okay, yeah. 210 gold. It would be 210 gold for all of you.
210?
Because it's 70 per person, right?
Oh, you said for the whole group before.
You fucking dick. Fuck you. Oh, sorry. How much was it for all of us?
210.
210. Fuck, y'all owe me good. Jesus.
As you put down 210 gold, the 2 guards get their heft and they're like, yeah, that seems, oh man, I think it's a little light. No, just let them in, dude.
But
Fine.
I was going to destroy them if they were going to get greedy.
I'll agree with it.
So, roll me a perception before you walk through the gates, the wooden gates.
Sure.
I got 5.
5.
I got
okay.
a 24.
No! Shoot. Netsu?
roll dice. Try to find a way to not have background noise in my audio.
That's true. I've been hearing.
Plus perception, that is 19.
19. All right. Netsu and Chu, you two see as you're coming through the gate, you see wanted posters of 4 very familiar people. 3 of them so happen to be within the group.
Oh shit.
Ah. Ooh, this isn't good. Why are we wanted? I can't recall anything we've done.
Well,
Yeah, that's.
do your thing. Do your thing. I'll let it.
Normally, I'm the one always on the wanted posters, but
But-
it's unique not being the one.
So, what you see is the Genasi, the Owlin, the Gnome, and the Yunti. And considering there's one person missing due to staying behind at the one town to help civilians, and you happen to have a very unique pirate person, I should put this on, like, top. There we go. There we go. It's very convincing that you may have been lucky to not be found out. Because it looks like these guys were more focused on trying to get money at the moment.
Which I'm still so stealing back, by the way. That's my repayment to you, Evan.
Steal it back. Okay.
All right. If you want to hit that sneak and then immediately do it, go right ahead.
Oh, I could probably do it.
All right. As you make your way down the road for an extra, like, minute, you see the guards who have your wads of gold.
Very much so.
They are putting it in a treasure chest right next to the wanted posters.
Well, I got a 26 stealth.
All right. So you stealth your way over to it. They don't notice you, but one of the guys looks back at the wanted poster, looks at it intently, and goes, "Oh shit, the boss is not going to be happy about this. Guys, we screwed up." And you just hear a few of the guys go, "Nah, we got our fill on money. We'll bribe the next guy out too. I don't know. And hey, if they take this road again, we'll just tell them to fork up more gold." So Chu
has an evil grin on his face as he's waiting for them to clear away from the chest so he can get at it.
All right. As the one guy, he's trying to do his best to get everyone to look at the wanted posters, but they're, like, slouching and lazing on some barrels outside the gate. You are free to pick the lock of that thing.
Well, I'm going to use my sapphire-ended lockpick that I have.
Yeah! The skeleton key. Do it! I think I gave you a plus
that's
3 to it.
27.
That's a
Oh,
Jesus.
this plus 3 is a 30. With that plus 3 is a 30.
Opened, says Chu. You open it up, and holy mother of God, this thing is filled to the effing brim with not just gold, but bags of platinum, silver. This thing, these guys are literally yoinking gold left and just any travelers who come into, they're siphoning money right off of everyone.
Well, I'd almost wonder if this town was ruled by a dragon or something.
I'm only going to take what we are due. So I'm only taking our gold back. All those other fuckers who got scammed, that's their own fault.
Thank you, Chi. I won't forget this.
As
Yep.
Pepe
He
has
was gonna grab
not
his gold
lost
and
a
head back.
single gold coin. Hell, he might get a.
And now I'm back up to 619. Thank you very much.
Now that is the chaotic good I like seeing. As you make your way to the center of town, you notice on the southern end you see the chapel, surrounded by stone walls, and it seems to have its windows broken through with stones, and you see a bunch of these men everywhere. They look like town guard, but it's starting to be a little familiar with the red and yellow, black and yellow leather padded armor, and some of them in plate armor too.
Hey, so this is here what I just did.
Oh no, what have we stumbled into?
Let's pull up here.
I believe we've encountered those mercenaries from when we first crash landed.
Mercenaries are cultists. I'm not sure if there's much of a difference.
You know, they probably do a bit of both.
Perhaps maybe those exactly weren't the cultists. Maybe they were just
Merchant cultists.
Merchant cult. Okay, that's actually terrifying. Just
Merchant
even
cultist.
merchy cultist.
It's like a merchant, but you say merchy.
And that's what I was thinking. Is like, imagine a whole cult. They are just merchants that go around, and they just sell you like cursed laced clothing that will slowly force you into a cult. That sounds terrifying.
Time for a new D&D campaign, boys.
Nope. That could be a one-off in its own entirety. I don't really like doing cult stuff unless I can figure out how to actually do it right. A 5v1 whole entire boss encounter did not go so well. Oh yeah, some of the Tarrasque, get rid of it. From what you can see, these men that are in the town are harassing the locals left and right one way or another. In fact, you actually see as you come by, a carpenter getting his gold taken from him by a few men. And they are basically just kicking him on the ground. In fact, one guy just broke his carpenter chisel.
I throw a bottle of hot sauce at their face.
Oh,
And I?
Do it if you want.
Okay. That's a 21 to hit.
Wow. You see, as one of these mercs just immediately takes a face full of, like, sriracha sauce. At first, he's just wondering, what the hell is this? And then he slowly starts realizing, oh no. Just screams at the top of his lungs like a girl. And he is not having a good time. He is panicking left and right. You see him grabbing his face, like trying to get the sriracha sauce out of his eyes.
Tear off your skin.
And it's probably laced with your patron's magic, so it's doing double time. In fact, you see flicks of fire coming from it, too.
Oh, wonderful.
And thus, Evan got a new way to cast firebolt.
Literally, I cast fireball. He's literally just throwing hot sauce at things, and it just explodes. Oh my god,
napalm.
I cast napalm. Actually, and that's a thing you have to actually cook. Oh dear god.
Took the grenade bin.
Man, if there was an alchemist class, Pepe would have taken it immediately.
I mean, there's the artificer alchemist subclass, but it's objectively the worst subclass in all of D&D.
I
I
figured.
would agree.
I figured
Yeah,
because Pathfinder
full.
did it right. That's kind of the thing.
Yeah.
So as that's happening, you guys are probably just walking away and letting the chaos ensue. In fact, one of the groups come over to try and figure out what's going on. You guys just walk your way past that. What is a location you guys want to try and run through before anything else goes hitting the fan?
I want to stop at a general store because I got like silver goblet, the whole barrel of gunpowder I've been packing around. I don't need it, so I want to try to get some coin.
Well, luckily, you actually are right in the perfect spot. So I'm going to put it right over here so you guys can see exactly that. So, in the middle of town, there is 3 buildings. One of them is a general store, another one is a clothing store, and another one is a bookstore. The general store is on the more northern side of the well that is in the middle of these 3 buildings, and as you walk in, you see the owner immediately duck and take cover.
Well, I've ever made a name for myself and they're already terrified of me.
What?
It's just sad.
Probably being spread around that we're in town. We had some wanted posters up earlier, and the guards didn't notice it immediately.
You're wanted? I'm not even sure if those wanted posters are speaking true at this point.
Oh, they're not.
I know it's bad again.
Yeah, I can guarantee these 3 aren't that bad of people. Me, though, that's a different story. So you better give me a good price on what I want to sell you.
Why does your shit smell so bad?
Oh, okay, hold up.
And
I'd like to go looking around for any food that I can buy to stock up on for the next little bit.
All right. You
I
find
imagine I'd
yourself.
be running low.
In fact, the general store itself is actually perfect because it is mostly a food store, but it does have some other supplies in here as well, such as home and cleaning.
Oh, wonderful. All right, well, I'll stock up on a little bit of chicken, a little bit of pork, a little bit of beef, a couple of vegetables, and I'll put it in.
Well, roll me a
My cold
perception on that. Because
Okay.
it's starting to look a little dry, almost as if this place has kind of been raided already.
21. 19 plus 2.
19 plus 2. Oh, you do manage to find some scraps. In fact, the ice block that is in one of the boxes had got torn through, and you managed to find yourself probably a good 3 pounds worth of chicken, 2 pounds of ground beef, nice, beautifully homemade ground beef, and a few bunches of grapes.
Wonderful.
But with every other food item seeming to start to be a little realized, this the reason why he took cover might be the result of some of these broken in boxes and crates.
Ah, yes. If I may ask, Mr. Shopkeeper,
Yes.
did you duck when you saw us?
I ducked because I thought you were the quote guards that came into town a few days ago.
You mean the current guards that are around here are not the real guards?
No, our original town guard was about 20, 25 men. And these guys came in a trove. Originally, they said they were looking for more men. They came in with about 30, 35. I could be wrong. It probably was around 45. In fact, the group's leader, some blonde guy.
Oh dear. Percy, where did the current guard go?
If I remember correctly, 90% of them are in holding cells.
Oh.
In fact, if
So
you actually look down south of the town, you'll see a large tower that, that's our prison tower.
Oh dear. Have these potato. Thank you for the information. As I pull out a fairly decent sized potato, I'd say maybe around the size of, what's a good example? Maybe an RC car?
Wow, that's a massive potato.
Damn.
That thing's
Hey, information pays good. And he doesn't look like he's doing too well on all that food and whatnot, so...
just tell him it's a super valuable item and then he'll try and steal it. if you know how that worked. All right, you put the potato down and you're giving it to the keeper, correct?
Yep.
All right. As you trade it for him, he is very happy to have this because clearly he is low on food and supplies. Even with a lot of the farms getting raided, he stores it into a box that is hidden underneath his station. So what he does, he puts it in the box, opens a trapdoor, sends that in, closes the trapdoor, throws a rug on that trapdoor, and just goes, "You have a nice day."
You're welcome. Here's wonderful days.
All right. And Jasper, you sold your barrel for...
I am not going to sell the barrel as I have a plan for it.
Ooh.
But I will throw a sale on his table and ask for prices of the silver goblet I acquired. And so yeah, that's one I'm probably guaranteed sell to him.
What? So he looks at the silver goblet, looks at it for a good solid minute, pulls out a scale, grabs the silver goblet, puts it on one end of scale, gets some weights to measure it out, balance it, and he determines that the goblet itself is worth, in silver, about 60 silver pieces, and if you want, you could, for a deal, get just a whole gold piece out of it.
Fuck no, that's 6 gold pieces. 60 silver would be equivalent of 6 gold pieces. I'm not getting 1 gold piece.
He immediately looks through his notes again and goes, "I'm sorry, I did my math wrong. You are correct. I thought I was giving you a deal. I'm so sorry. 6 gold or 60 silver. Your choice. Sir?"
We've done it before.
Madam. And now take the 6
Go on, we gotta run the
gold
vacuum
pieces.
for a few minutes. Is that gonna bother you?
Yes,
too much?
ma'am.
Alright. And I would then kind of throw up on his stand the demon and necrotic books I got and go, "Would these be worth anything?"
He looks at the necrotic books and okay, the demonology books and the necromancy books. He looks at those and goes, "I'd give those to the church."
The way I was looking when we walked in, the church doesn't seem that good of a place right now. And I
It
ain't
is
not
not,
giving these away.
unfortunately. If you do give it to them, they can, I'm not sure how you would give it to them, because the battle nuns would be able to put those into safekeeping and pay you, but our
Battle nuns?
oh yeah, the three sisters. You don't want to fight them.
Alright. I would then kind of put on that nice, like, deer, like, mask I got, like the demon cult mask, and go, would this be any good price, or do I also give these to the sisters?
He looks at that funny and goes, huh. He just kind of looks at it because it's a flat mask that is obviously designed for humans, elves, dwarves, and all that. And with the horns itself, as they curve in from the temples and out forward, he notices on the back of the thing it has some writing. He looks at it trying to figure out what it is and goes, I'm not sure what this is, but I can technically buy it off of you. Shoot. I don't know how to price this. I'm gonna make it a deal. If this was gonna be around 10 gold, I'm gonna slap you for 13. Does that sound good?
That sounds lovely.
All right. He pulls out his coin purse again, and he dumps it onto the table, and he only has 13 gold left in it. Gives it to you, takes the mask, looks at it a couple more times, and just goes, huh. Unfolds the rug, pulls up the trapdoor, throws the mask in there, closes it. Thank you for your services, and thank you for not beating me the hell up.
You gave me a good price, so I didn't need to.
It's good information.
You're serious, right?
Oh yeah, very.
Oh shit. Okay. Please.
He's very eager about beating people up. Bit of a fault of hers.
That's my. It's what I'm good at. It's my job to beat people up and take their shit.
Anyone else got things they want to try and get rid of? Because actually, I don't even have gold anymore. We're closed for tonight. I'm so sorry for anyone else who's trying to pay. You can go. I'll close up shop. He rushes you guys out, locks the door, and he puts you see a little sign in the window. He flips it around and says, closed for the evening.
Well, I may have a plan, gentlemen. It's one step of a plan, but a plan nonetheless.
You won?
The big barrel we acquired of gunpowder, bring it over to the prison, and boom. Let go, like set free all the other guards. Let them take back their city.
It sounds like a plan to me, honestly. I can't really argue with it.
Though, best we do surveillance on the whole city, and especially the tower, because I've done my few jailbreaks and broken out myself. If you're not prepared, it's one hell of a fight. So, we need to be 100% certain what we're dealing with, and if we even can deal with it.
Alrighty.
Seems a little foolish to me if you really think about it. He's busting open a prison for no real apparent reason.
Hey, it's quite simple. One, if we get these people their city back, think of the reward money. Two, it'll get the church back open, and then I can sell these books. They're paying the ass to carry around.
And they can pay us quite substantially, as there's a quite large chest of gold that I happen to know the location of.
Aye. And I want to prove I'm the top dog around here. These fucking brigand motherfuckers, they haven't seen me yet, and I'm gonna prove myself to them.
But that would be entirely unnecessary. We could just not.
And we're talking probably hundreds of gold we're gonna get. Hell, the books could probably go for 100. So the reward itself, hell, maybe even magic items could be involved. And look, I don't care about being seen as a hero. I fucking hate it. But you get seen as a hero, you get people all flaunting about. It's perfect.
But I guess we're doing a prison break.
Alrighty.
That'll be fine.
We are.
Yeah, it's a little less explosively too if you want to go the stealth route. I'll just burst my way through all the doors.
Why would we? We're going quiet. And we can go in loud and proud.
Yeah, it's probably our only way to go in loud. I mean, I know you two are good with picking locks, so you guys, I guess something we could do is I could cause a big distraction, blow up the front. You guys sneak in, start unlocking all the guards. They kind of, attack all, the good guards, all that jazz, and I try to hold off as long as I can.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. You could blow up the front gate.
Yeah. No, I would say it's probably best, Chew, if you do a quick fly around the tower. And also fly around maybe the whole city, see where most of the guards are located. Just see how long we get.
Of course. And I'll take off to the air.
All right, Chu, you take off in the air. What is your first direction?
I'm
Tower?
gonna check the tower and see how well guarded it is.
From the tower, you see that it is not that well guarded on the outside, but you do take a look on some of the prison windows, and you see that it is packed full of the original town guard, still in their blue armor. And what you see is there is some guards in there, but only a small handful of them.
Okay.
And from up top of the prison tower, you see that there is about 2 groups of 5 mercenaries down here, just making it bad for some of the farmers and good folk down in the area. You make your way over to the church, and you notice the courtyard is pretty empty, and some of the buildings in the church itself, the church grounds itself, has a few of these stationed mercenaries, these brigands, these bad folk. And it looks like one of them is pulling the church priest into the main cathedral.
Oh.
Fertilize.
And as you'd make your way over to... Oh, yes, continue.
So the church is guarded.
To an extent, yes, you actually see what appears to be one guard...
For this family, the sacrifices I've made, the things I've done.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What?
Yeah, what the fuck are you guys on about back there?
That's just him. That wasn't me anymore.
Like,
I made a Walter White reference.
you guys are getting louder and more delusional with every second.
Do not include me in that.
I'm going to include all of you.
Good lord.
Kill myself.
What was I saying? Yes, in fact, actually, you see the 3 entrances, because how the church is designed is it has 3 entrances at the front end, and they are guarded by 1 guard each. And from peering into some of the broken windows, you can tell that there are some more guys in there. In fact, it looks like they're slowly bringing people in.
Oh.
In fact, at the back end of the church, you actually see these 3 battle nuns, as it were. One of them carries a Zweihander, another carries a halberd, and the last one carries a sword and shield.
Ooh.
And it looks like
Am I
they...
able to,
Oh, yes, continue.
am I able to see in the church?
You actually are capable of seeing into the church. In fact, hold up. I need to actually... I think it's like right here. You can see a good portion of the church itself from inside. They are slowly gathering people in.
We may need to move immediately.
I fucking agree. We
Alrighty.
have to keep moving.
Yeah, okay. Other areas, you see more groups of 5 in other parts of the town, closer to the eastern side. And over onto your guys' side, you still see the groups of 5. And over at the furthest gate, you see another group of 8 guards at the bridge that makes its way out of town. And you swoop your way back in and inform everyone of the situation.
Yep. We may need to move quickly. They seem to be massing people in the church, which cannot bode well.
Yep. Alright. I'm just gonna kind of start stretching and go. How much gunpowder is in the barrel?
This thing weighs almost 30 pounds.
Ooh. When you did your fly around the tower, did you see the perfect spot where I could yuck this thing?
But the tower wouldn't be the best location to blow up, as you might hurt some bystanders. The best option would be to blow up one of the gates or the bridge.
Alright, I think the main gate itself, because the whole entire thing, while we're blowing up the tower to get all the guards out so they can go fight. Alright.
Alright.
Shall we get moving?
Yes, let's get moving.
Alright. So, I assume 3 of you guys will be making your way to the gate. Pepe, what do you have planned?
I say for the prison break, I throw in a whole bunch of flour. Hear me out. And throw my firebolt in there, and I make shit go boom.
Oh my
Try to blow
god.
up inside the tower, because we might hurt the people inside the tower.
Oh my
that we're
god.
trying to save.
It'll also be a very eye-catching, fiery explosion.
Of
We
course.
want to drop people away
What is
from the
what is
tower.
hilarious? What's hilarious is 2 out of 4 players want to blow up the freaking prison tower.
I mean, we were told the guards were in there. They're the good guys, quote unquote. I have a barrel full of gunpowder. Of course I'm gonna blow up shit.
In my mind, I just dropped a piece and it disappeared into my shag carpet.
Oh dear lord. As you guys are getting this plan
no.
underway,
Man.
you hear the church bells dong and bong, dong. Everyone in town is slowly, begrudgingly making their way to the church, and you see them in troves. And
Ooh.
you see from the crowd a really, really big son of a bitch.
Oh,
It's him.
in a while, bud.
Yeah, he sees you guys and just kind of rolls his eyes and then just moves along with the crowd.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna be right back. I'll just be like.
It looks fun to beat up. Next time, though. Alright.
All right. So, I assume that Jasper's going to make her way over here and try and sneak explode the thing. Netsu and Chu are going to make their way to the tower. Are you going to go with Jasper, Pepe?
Yep.
Someone really wants to blow people up with freaking flour, and I could not agree more. Oh dear God. Just freaking pocket flour and then just oh dear God. Okay, you two are a disaster combo. I love it. As you guys make your way to your destinations, and you see the guards or mercenaries move into that town, and as the church bells finally hit the 12th sounding of the bell, it is time for you guys to go into action. So I'm allowing Jasper and Pepe to do their thing first.
Okay.
Throw the barrel at the gate into the main prison, so people like the other two can get in. I would probably just have torches.
Prison.
Are we not?
No, I said take out the gate. Draw the guards away from the prison.
I thought the older thing were blowing up the front of the prison to get into it. Sounds like mine.
Opposite the entire time, because I can get in and out of the prison, no problem.
Okay, very well. Alright, yeah, I would.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, I misread. I mean, I would just try to eat it and try to hit as many of the guards as I can. And not like civilians.
Well, luckily there's no civilians, only guards, because it is a gatehouse.
Yeah, I would fully throw it there with a light torch, just fucking yeet it at that thing and hope everything go kaboom. Probably would try to also time it with Pepe's explosion so it can ignite the barrel as well. So it's just one Omega explosion.
All right. Let me turn down my volume for a sec. There we go. So, as you throw the keg into the wooden gatehouse and at some of the guards, Pepe, what do you do your little flower and fireball?
Yep. Fireball, bitch.
So, as you literally throw a whole bag of wheat at the guards, they are immediately stunned why a little Nobe chef that they just let in is just immediately slamming them with flour. And one dude is literally being crushed by a barrel. And then you just cast that little fireball, and it just makes sense. They are gone. All 8 of them disintegrated.
Gone.
The gatehouse literally... I'm gonna say this. Please roll me a dexterity saving throw, you two.
Sure, bud.
I got 12.
You activated 30 tons of TNT!
It's fine.
16.
You both make it.
Ooh,
With half damage,
Alright, I'm back.
you two take 10 splinters. So basically 10 damage. That
That's fine for me.
Classified because
The gatehouse is gone. You see shrapnel going in the air. In fact, Pepe, you immediately see one of these wooden stakes of the house. Okay, hold up.
If both parties are unbeknownst, or one party doesn't agree. Unbeknownst.
Basically, it's basically that PNG.
Jesus,
Yeah,
man.
it is 100% that. It's exactly that GIF. Boom! It just goes up in smoke. And as you are laying on the ground, you see one of the wooden posts land right in front of you, inches away from your face.
I would just start cackling.
Flippy balls. Good.
Hey, it's got a nice charcoaled crisp to it.
Been a while since I've been able to blow up something. You're good, little man. You're good. You know what? I'll give you a portion of whatever loot I find. Just make me good meals.
I will. I'll give you extra portion.
You see Netsu and Chu, you see every one of the guards around the area start flocking towards the direction. In fact, I should move that into there.
The diversion worked.
All right.
Do they come out of the tower?
No, none of the guards in the tower do come out, as far as you're aware. In fact, how many rounds are you going to wait?
Do I see any movement from the inside?
No, but you do hear movement. Your very, very powerful owl ears are catching what sounds like boots on stone as they are running downstairs. Just flights upon flights of stairs. And
I'll wait a turn. We'll find the bushes.
a couple turns pass, and you see 5 dudes burst out and start running their asses towards the center of town. And they are in that same black and yellow, red and yellow armor. And they are booking it.
Now that the tower's empty?
All right. You two make your way in. And you see the first floor is full of civilians who are locked up. Mostly men. And they are beaten and bruised badly.
If you can find a weapon, we recommend joining the fight if you want to get paid back on these assholes. And I'm going to start opening cages. Or opening cells.
Roll me for opening these cells. These ones should be easy. Because they're just prison cells.
Especially with my sleight of hand. Help action?
Sure. Oh.
With the +3... With the +3 that lockpicks gave me, that is a 32.
Ooh. Alrighty. Netsu, I didn't catch you.
I'm helping him by leaning into his ear and like, no, you turn it the other way. You push up until you hear a click from the pin. Up, you got it. Nice.
The door lock can be opened with the slap of the hand. Smack.
And as
these locks appear to be dog shit.
You pop all the doors down here open, and you see a lot of the men immediately grab some equipment that's been left near certain areas. And you see a dude literally pull out a shovel and goes, "Yeah, we're smacking some bastards." And they are slowly starting to pile out of the building, waiting for more men to arrive. You guys go up to the second layer. You still see some farmers, but what you also see is some of the guards in here too. do the same thing. Lockpick your way through.
Alright. And another sleight of hand for that. That is a 31.
All these doors are open, and you see some of the guards look at you in not just awe, but in sheer amazement that they're being saved by people they would have just did not expect to be saved by. A snake man,
A fucking owl with a lockpick.
a snake man, and an owl with a lockpick.
Yes, I'm a Yunti. Let's get on with it. You can all be racist later.
All right, I guess we can. Maybe just have a drink instead. Okay, I need my guns. As he literally looks into one of the crates, pulls out a freaking musket, and is like, someone's getting a head blown off, runs downstairs, and you see some other men grabbing halberds and shields, and they are making their way down.
Need to acquire one of those. The rogue weapon of choice, a fucking gun.
Third, I'm gonna say it, you guys unlock the third and fourth layer, and you have no resistance. You guys get about 45 guards out of the prison. Or not 45 guards. 35 guards and about 45 civilians. You already outnumber the enemy. But down here, please roll me a stealth check, you two.
I would have gone a 4. I just would know she is shit at doing like stealth, so I'm not even gonna try. What I want to do is take one of my chains, put oil on it, light it ablaze with like a match, and I fully want to stand as in a point that I get like as high as I can, and I'm just gonna start like literally cracking like my chains like a whip to like scare everyone I can.
Pepe, what do you do? Uh-oh.
Holy shit, I just read something. And
Oh,
what
boy.
I'm going to do for our group, I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace on the entire fucking group.
And that's if you get to those two. Pepe.
No. I mean on all of us, like the villagers and the guards.
Okay, that is terrifying.
Because there is no limit. It literally just says you and your companions.
Within like a 30-foot radius, but you all crammed together. You all fit to get it.
Corn? I think you're muted.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't get any info on you. What's your plan? As
Ooh,
Hot sauce.
I don't think I would have
Chain
earned
gun.
all of my flour.
No, you still have half a bag left. Oh, this is gonna be good.
I have a plan. I have a plan.
Actually, I want to change my plan
Can
if I
throw-
can.
I'm gonna throw the
Sure.
rest of my flour. I'm gonna cast Fly on myself with my remaining spell slot,
Ooh.
Oh,
and I'm gonna get both me and Jasper the fuck out of there.
You ain't carrying my ass. I'm like probably like 300-pound motherfucker. 6'5", like 300 pounds. You ain't carrying me.
If I recall how fly works, is it should work
Yeah.
on carrying stuff as long as there's a certain weight limit. I don't
Well,
remember the weight limits.
Fly, all Fly does is give you 60 feet of like a flying speed. It's
Yeah,
up to you to be able to carry me, but I'm like 300, if not like 350 pounds with all the shit I have.
That and also
Perhaps
just
I
sheer
can ask
muscle.
Yeah.
Perhaps maybe I can ask my patron for a little bit of a strength boost. At the cost of him claiming the souls of the ones who we turned into pink fucking mist.
As you say that, as you ask for your patron, you see the shadowy figure of your patron come in from the left side of your vision. You can see his 13 eyes and his rat-like face look at you and go, "It is done, little fuck flesh meat."
I have a plan. Before you fly me off, I have a plan. Just because it can help get the guards off our ass. Basically, what I want to do is kind of walk up where I can have the guards within 30 feet of me as most as I can, while still a crack in my chain. I'm going to use my channel divinity, and they each need to make me a wisdom saving throw. Only DC 13, but if they fail, they are frightened of me for a minute.
Ooh. All right. You two have your plan set. Pepe flies up and he is ready to do his action. You, Jasper, you're being surrounded by a crap ton of people. Your second party is making their way to you guys, and they are just tailing behind. And as you make your way to the crowd, and the mercenaries make their way to you, Jasper, they are telling you to lay down your arms and prepare to die.
You sorry fools, I've always heard that thing before, and I'm gonna fully swing my chain up in the air, and as I do, lightning will crack from it, fire will shoot out as I smack it on the ground, and a wave of pure terror washes over everyone. They need to make me the wisdom saving throw, and as this happens, I want Pepe to just kind of grab me and fly me out of there.
Done.
And Pepe, you do your... You also do your wheat thing added to it. These dudes are freaking pissing their pants. They rolled a nat 1.
Which also means because they're frightened, as long as they can see us, which means if they're running at us, they can't. They have to stay there pissing their pants.
Or run away.
Or, run away. Either or
Which
is
then
beneficial.
immediately goes into the crowd of very angry villagers and guards.
Who they don't even know who are there because they're shrouded in darkness and silence.
I mean, technically, if one of you boys threw in fire into that
They are...
flower cloud, they could go kaboom as well.
That's the thing. They're already down in half the numbers. They aren't just terrified. You have their numbers practically diminished by half. And you see some of them still, like right around in here, you see some of their numbers are just dwindled. Like, they're laying on the ground, gone.
Pepe... Oh, good.
And the other group, they are running towards the unforeseen army that's about ready to just wipe them. And you see villagers immediately come out of the darkness, stabbing some of these guys with pitchforks. You see some of the guards coming in with their halberds. One of the guards with a musket just domes a dude. It just becomes a bloodbath.
Perfection. I would fully just be up in the air being carried, just cackling, and be like, Pepe, I've done this about, I think, twice now, doing a full-on revolution. It's fucking beautiful. Especially if they don't know she's stealing all their shit. If I had a nickel for every single time I did a revolution, I would have very many.
But it's not weird that happened twice.
If Pepe was French, he would have been fucking Napoleon.
Yep. You know,
Vive la resistance!
you know, Pepe, if you want, I have 8 flasks of oil if you ever want to do something like this again.
Pepe's just gonna look at you. He's gonna look down at you, and he's going to give you the most devilish grin you've ever seen him give.
I'll return it.
Somewhere in the distance, Netsu gets a cold shiver.
You guys meet up through the carnage, and it seems the plan has worked. You have the guards just rejoicing as they just took back their town almost completely. But there's only one location that has not been cleansed of these bastards yet. The church.
Church? I knew it.
So you, with the entirety of the town, let me get... And this could actually end in 2 ways, so I'm going to make sure this is done right. You make your way to the first guard here, and he is shitting his bricks as literally a whole mob of people behind you 4 walk up in front of him, and he just immediately runs into the building, closing the doors, and you could hear him scream, "We're being attacked!"
Oh,
Yeah, time to
He's a
deal with
little late
things.
to the drop.
What was that?
He's a little late to the drop.
the door is closed now, correct?
Yes.
Or is it? Oh, I'm fully gonna enter a rage, reach into my backpack, pull out my portable ram, and go, I get to finally use this thing, and I'm gonna start swinging.
You, in fact, roll me to hit.
Natural 20 plus 6.
That thing goes flying off its hinges. In fact, these 2 guys got knocked the fuck out, and this guy got shot over here. You see these 2 immediately get into position, ready to take on what's happening.
They
The
don't
door
tell
just
me.
detonates like it was hit by a shaped charge.
I'm fully just gonna sit there, portable ram in my arm, and just go. They don't call me the meteorite for fucking nothing. Now just wait till this happens with your skulls.
You see the entirety of the church all the way to the end, and you see the priest looks so relieved to having some people here to actually get rid of these bastards, and you see the blonde motherfucker start scrambling.
He's mine. Alright. I would definitely look at the big motherfucker and like the tiefling and go, I want those 2.
I'm gonna start running full speed ahead to about halfway into the chapel, past all these guys, and I'm going to aim a Eldritch Blast at that fucking blonde fucker. He's mine.
Pepe's on blood. He wants blood. He's gonna use that blonde dude's blood as marinara for his pizza.
First beam 21.
Oh,
Second beam nat 20. Get fucked.
dude, you immediately launch him backwards, and it slams him into the wall behind him. And then your second beam, as it nat 20s, you see a gashing hole in his chest cavity. And from what you can see your patron's shadow grab his soul, and it is gone. And your patron disappears back to your subconscious.
And that'll be 9 temporary hit points for me. I like Dark One's gift. It's nice.
You see the big
Oh, that's
Goliath man sitting on the benches. He just doesn't phase. In fact, you see him just pull a barrel, drink it, and goes, finally over. He gets up and starts walking down the alley. Makes his way past you. And he just goes,
Okay.
May I please, pardon myself? Ma'am.
Of course. I would definitely like puff up my chest a bit more, look him up and down, and go, "Are you with these bastards?"
Not anymore. My boss just died.
That's
Well-
that's a mercenary through and through. As soon as the money's
Yeah.
gone, he's gone.
I would definitely take a moment's silence and then just kind of chuckle and go, "Yeah, you know, if I still had a ship, I would love to have you a part of it."
I've never won for a sailor's life. I've always been a woodsman.
Fair. To be fair, I've never actually been on the sea before. Only, I guess, the galactic one.
I only know so much about there.
Uh,
Tell me if you've ever fought clockwork elves, and I'll probably discuss some things with you.
We fought one, I think it was only less than a week ago.
Oh,
Yeah, big motherfucker with a bunch of drones. Fun
Yeah.
fight.
I heard those terror stories. I have to get going. I got nothing better to do. You have a good
I would
one,
kinda-
people.
I would pat him on the shoulder and go, "If you're still around after this is all done, I would love to have a drink."
You barely get your arm on top of his shoulder because he's like a 9-foot tall, 9.5-foot tall dude. So getting your shoulder, is he's just happy that there's someone who can actually see him like a person rather than just this giant mother effer. So he walks out and then finally makes his way off the scene. Everyone else in here who is like a mercenary and whatnot immediately start getting jumped by all the men. Except for this guy because he's a noble dipshit. Getting jumped. Everyone is getting annihilated. You guys have just fully holy shoot. You guys had started a whole ass revolution in a town.
Yeah, it's all for the name of money. Because I don't give a single fuck about this town, only that I'm gonna get paid afterwards.
That was
Chu was just bored.
okay. I gotta tell you this. This was not planned.
Well,
I was
The
hoping.
best things are
I
always
was
a
hoping
surprise.
that you guys would see the 70 gold entry as a no. That is way too much. Back out of the town. Try and figure out how to get in. Which there's a lot of openings here and here. And just go, oh yeah, we'll sneak into town and try and figure everything out.
Oh,
I mean-
never scam Chu. Chu takes that personally.
to be fair, if Pepe didn't pay for the fine, I was just gonna use my channel divinity to frighten them and just be like, "You better move before I break your legs," or type of shit, and just hope they realize, yeah, we best not just get killed here by this crazy chick.
Consider, I am very surprised how this turned out. Pepe, fucking Flower Bob. Flower Bob!
Flowers are very fucking volatile.
I know. And that's the thing I could definitely say movies do not do right. Because there's a reason why you never have flour in a closed room. Especially flour that's already aerosol. Boom!
Mm-hmm.
Although, unless flour is not flammable unless it's airborne.
Yeah, it's got to be airborne. All right. So, I assume after this debacle, everyone is happy to getting rid of the bodies of these people. And you guys, I assume, will make your way to probably the nuns and the priest.
Yeah, I would because I got
Yep.
books to sell them.
Yep. As you make your way down, you see the priest immediately start being very thankful for you guys. And he is praising Dinya that you guys had came. He was told that four people will come in and help. He just didn't expect 4 random people. He was expecting probably humans or maybe one of the 7 born of Dinya.
Yeah. Cool. We're on a time crunch, so can you just like quickly wrap this up? I have to talk to those babes over there and discuss a couple of business with them, and then we could be on our way, unless there's a reason to stay within the city.
Oh,
And to be honest, we probably wouldn't have helped if those fuckers didn't try to scam us at the gate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
You.
That's kind of
I'd
what
like-
these guys. Oh no. Praise Dinya that you came anyways, because they've obviously been horrid people. I just kind of wish you didn't draw blood on holy ground, but beggars can't be choosers.
Oh yeah, we did kill people with blowing in the door.
So,
It's not.
in fact, the sisters and I can do business deals with you as long as it's magical, holy, unholy artifacts. We put away unholy artifacts. So, what holy and or unholy artifacts do you have with you today?
I would just slam down like the sack full of the whole demon like ology books, the necrotic books, the like cult robes, like the weird rock, and go, pretty much everything in here.
Oh,
Question, Lizard.
yes.
Does he sense my patron?
No, he doesn't. But you get a feeling that the sisters do.
I'm just gonna quickly look at the sisters and look away from them in a guilty sense of nothing to see here.
No, they straight know, but they're not saying anything due to the fact that you literally just saved the town and they have no quarrels for the moment. As you slap the
Okay.
books down, the priest immediately looks at these and go, yeah, these are some bad books. Luckily, we do have a holding position for these ungodly pieces of work. And the robes, these... Where the hell did you get these robes?
Found them in the cave. Pretty much it. Same with the
That-
books.
That neck piece that goes with these robes, that's written in Abyssal. Sisters? The cult of Amet has returned.
I mean, everyone was dead when we found them.
Okay, I have to ask. You came from the north, correct?
I believe so. Yeah.
That town that was north of our town, it had went through a unknown massacre. As far as we could figure, it was a really
listen.
powerful fireball. But what? Yes.
I speak Abyssal.
Oh. Oh yeah. Thank you. I didn't remember that. So,
And weirdly, I don't speak Infernal or Abyssals, despite having a fiendish patron.
that makes sense actually.
It should
Like-
honestly come with your patron, doesn't it come with your patron?
The
No.
patron will know, but not
No.
the person who is unfortunately bound to the patron. The patron would
Bring-
normally give them information on it if requested.
To be fair, most classes don't give languages. It's pretty much only backgrounds and races that give languages.
Mm.
Okay.
My race is what gives me my other language.
All right.
And
I pretty much
some
just know
do, but
common and
most
abyssal.
don't. Yeah.
So what the next scarf says in Abyssal is devour, consume, entropy. These are very much not good words to hear, especially from a cult who worships literally the anti-god.
Yes,
Oh, boy.
I can
Would I
tell
know
these
This
is are not very good.
Would I know anything about this, or my patron know anything relatively to this being?
Your patron does know. In fact, very negatively.
Oh,
Your patron was
competition.
not competition, enslavement.
Oh. Huh. Well then. Rock's imaginary shotgun. We have some work to do.
Hello, nerd! Kenny, you nerd.
Hi, Kenny.
Kenny, you missed these goobers literally pulling a French Revolution. In fact, it was the best French Revolution I've seen. Like, I actually have to honestly, as a DM, I've never seen a revolution go this smoothly. It's usually, immediately get swarmed by the enemy or fumble something down the line.
All you have to dumbasses and then two smart people.
Viva la vida estos.
Oh, God. So, the priest is immediately shocked and he says, "Do you still have the mask of the cult robes?"
Okay, let's get one thing clear. I can tell you where it is. First, give me a price on the books and the robes.
1 platinum each for the books, and the robes, 10 gold.
How many books are there?
That would be 6 books.
6 platinum.
I'm starting to wonder if
And
the
then
priest
how
wants
much
his
gold
books.
for the robes? 10?
1, so he
Yeah.
can figure out how to destroy them.
Yeah, I don't care. It's money. So, yeah, how much for the robes again? Sorry.
10 gold. Or-
10. Okay, so we pretty much have... one person is... I already have 1 platinum piece. So I can take... Because, yeah, we have basically the equivalent of 7 platinum pieces. So we each would get 1 platinum.
Yep.
And then you free will get extra platinum. I'll take the 10 gold. So pretty much we all still get the same.
Awesome. All right.
As they kind of hand over the money and go, I sold it to the general store guy. He gave me like 13 gold pieces for it. If you want, I can go get it back. And would you
Please.
give me a better price?
Please do. In fact, I'd be very worried, so try and get that fast.
I immediately sprinted my ass there to kick down the door. I'm not even gonna, I'm fully kicking down the door.
You kick down the door, and you are immediately met with the place is actually just gone. There is not a single chair, shelf, or anything here. And the trap door is wide open.
Boy.
Well, looks like we have an asshole we need to find and kick the shit out.
And there's the end of the session.
All
It's
right.
up to you to decide.
Yes, because this was actually the story I planned for the whole week, and I'm actually surprised how well it turned out. Even though there were some notes and beats that didn't arrive, it still turned out perfectly.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, Corn. What do you got?
Oh no, I said it was good.
Yeah, it was
Thank
good.
I
you.
agree, it was good.
One thing, I guess, I do have torn robes of like cult robes. Would they be interested in that?
Yeah, because they can just burn it and get rid of it, basically removing the history of its existence.
How much for it? Because everything is.
Another 10 gold.
I'm taking that. Fuck you guys. And I did put the weird fucking fire rock in there. Do they have anything on that?
Yeah! Very much so. They immediately took it, threw it on the ground, and you could see all 4 of them making a chant to destroy it. As you witness them throwing the rock in the middle of their little circle, you see the statue behind them unfurl all 6 of her wings as you are revealed a ruby heart blast that thing into oblivion.
Come on, I could have sold it to some poor bastard. You gotta give me some money for it. You break it, you buy it.
The priest looks at you and goes, There are some prices that are not worth it. Especially
Not in my
that.
eyes.
Especially that. That was a fragment of the anti-god Amet. That needed to be destroyed ASAP.
And you wouldn't have gone in without us. Can't you cough up another 10 gold?
Yes, we can. Thankfully, you brought that to us.
Yeah, just give me the gold.
He gives you another 10 gold and calls it good. He is shocked, and he just kind of stumbles around and takes a seat onto one of the benches.
I will look down to Peppy, clink down the 10 gold pieces to him. Go, like I said, we'll share some of the cut. Now to the tavern because I want to get wasted.
Yeah, boy.
And Pepe is the
I'm
master
gonna-
chef, so he's got to be cooking for everyone.
I want to head to the general store to pick up some more flour, and I'll take requests for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Meat.
Perfect.
Jasper would want meat. Any kind.
In that case,
I'm becoming
so,
suspicious that your character is a freaking dragon at this point. Do I like?
No, I'm just a greedy ass pirate. That's all I fucking am.
That is literally a pirate, except, actually, your fantasy pirate who wants gold, not the real life pirate who would sell slaves and wood and iron because, piracy back then was that.
And for Jasper, that's too much
Still
work.
is that, but we don't like human trafficking here.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
No one does.
Jasper just wouldn't care because that's too much effort. She hates dealing with anyone. She don't want to deal with 50 slaves that are all gonna be crying and begging to be released. She won't want to deal with that. And her line of getting money is by bashing heads and breaking buildings. So she don't want to be stealthy.
Alrighty.
I think for what Pepe's gonna cook for supper this evening will be fried chicken and biscuits.
Ooh,
Ooh.
oh, that's a good meal.
Ooh, yum. Okay. Great, now I have to draw that. Good lord. Well, how was that session? Because I feel like
was
that one
fun.
actually was good.
Oh yeah,
that
it was really good.
That was a great
really
session.
It was
Unfortunately,
fun.
I had a lot going on in my background, so I wasn't able to keep up and pay attention.
I
I'm very
know.
sorry about that.
I know.
I don't know what those idiots were up to.
I had to turn off your audio a couple times. I had to mute you for a few seconds, which I may have missed some of your conversation, which is my fault.
No, that's fine. I was muted most of the session.
Single skeleton hand reaches over edge a table and steals a biscuit. Kenny! Of course he wants to steal.
Yeah.
Kenny wants to steal some biscuits from us.
Oh,
You do.
I mean, he's got all the munchies, don't you know?
At this point, every time Kenny joins in stream, I'm gonna make a joke that you just have this skeletal hand following you. At this point, oh good.
Why don't we just get Kenny in here?
Yeah, why not? We'll just let him enjoy the campaign. And
That would be
Yeah, it-
awesome. I can definitely ask for that because the Friday group is starting to get a little dissolved due to the fact that, yes, we actually are capable of doing 2 more sessions before Ed has to deal with, being a dad again because his daughter's over in Ellensburg. And so we'll get 2 sessions out of him for the next 2 Fridays. And Kenny will 100% join for Tuesday and Fridays, and until Fridays are back up and running again, and he could just do either or.
yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. How does Kenny sound about that?
up to you, Kenny.
Reggie. Is he trying to join our game chat? I need to make a new character. That's fine. I am 100. I am 100%. These guys actually, because you did a revolution, you guys are level 7.
Level 7!
I get more fucking barbarian shit. Yippee! I can actually be better.
That is something I completely forgot to say. I am so sorry that it took me 5 centuries to figure that out. Kenny!
Hey!
Hey.
Make new character, must make funny.
Play psychopath. Join the club of the other 2.
Now I can for real ask my fucking patron with
Well,
Dark.
here's the thing. I can either just recreate Reggie as I always do, or make new funny character.
And technically, the Reggie you have blew up, and there will be pieces of him flying everywhere, so it is possible to find him.
Yeah. Going to have another pirate who does not sail the seas.
Or ability scrubber.
The barrel.
The barrel.
I think I'll go for a long
You know exactly what I
I know what you're speaking of. Havlin already came out of a barrel once.
Be kind of cool to have Reggie be a sort of patches of the D&D verse.
At this point, he really fucking is in my verse.
legitimately, the character of Reggie just kind of appears. He has no rhyme or reason. He just is.
Oh fuck! I'm conflicted now, because both levels I get either in my classes would be so good. Because I could go another level into Paladin to get
All right, I must
or
away.
protection, which everyone will get +2 to saving throws. Yep, must away. Or I go my barbarian. I'm gonna go barbarian because I actually need dangerousness and reckless attack. So.
And I need to do the same. Shut down stream. And I'm happy you guys had a fun time.
Oh yeah.
All right. Thank you, everyone who joined and stopped by. And thank you, Kenny, for having fun. Thank you for having a fun time and starting a goddamn revolution. All right, Napoleon.
Don't.
Safe travels, everyone. Goodbye.
Safe travels. That would be